So, covered this one just before you went on study leave, or just to enjoy the mocks. So, should have been fresh in your mind. Well done to those people that cracked it. Funny equation with some exponentials in, that wonderful number e, and you've got to estimate the population after 7 hours. So it tells you in the question that t is the time in hours, and you're given 7 hours. So basically, all you're doing is sticking 7 into that formula and sticking that into the calculator to get 1644 to the nearest whole number, or you could have even rounded it or to 3 significant figures, 1640. It's not, I kind of let you get away with it. I probably shouldn't have done, but population, people, things are going to be whole numbers. So making sure you're giving that to the nearest whole number, please, in future. Just check on the context of the question. Interpret the meaning of the 100 in the model. Okay, thinking about that equation, we looked at lots of graphs of these and we did lots of transformations. What these look like. This thing, if we were to plot it, where would it go through the axis? It would go through at 100. Okay, so we know that that is when time equals 0, because really in this question you can't have a negative time, so this part of the graph doesn't really exist. So when time equals 0, so when t equals 0, the population would be 100. So the phrase or the word that we're looking for is it's the initial population. Or words to that effect, okay? It's the population at the start of the experiment, something like that. How many whole hours? That's a bit there. Might have to think about our answer there. Since the experiment began, does the population of bacteria first exceed? So we want this thing to be bigger than a million. A million has 6 zeros, for those of you who can't remember. So I can, first of all, divide both sides by 100. So I'm solving this equation. So you don't need to worry too much about the inequality in here. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you get the right number of zeros. A couple of them disappeared. And to get rid of this e thing, remember this is log base e, or on your calculator you see it as ln. You can type in log to the base e if you want, or you can use your ln button. So rearranging this in the same way that we do the 2 cubed equals 8 thing, to get log to the base 2 of 8, we can write this one as 0.4 t is greater than ln of 1,000. Okay, divide by 0.4 ln, not 1,000, 10,000, divided by 0.4, and we get t is bigger than 23.025. T, remember, has to be a whole number. So how many hours? 24 hours. Where'd you get your marks on this question? 1 for sticking the number in, 1 for your answer. Only 1 mark, so you just have to say something like that. Get your 1 mark. Down here, 1 for your answer. There's only 3 marks this question. A couple of you did it by trial and error, which is kind of okay, but not the best. 1 second mark there. Then when you took this step to get rid of e and turn it into log, so that's where you get your 2nd mark.